Hey loves, I have some pictures to show you guys, so I'll be doing a voiceover in the beginning here. So welcome to my second boob vlog. So this first pic is the first day of me getting home. Sil is passed out. I have on my surgical bra and everything's going okay. Don't forget, I'll show you guys how to build a really nice comfy layout for your bed. I look pretty swollen. So here is 4 days later. It's kind of hit me. I'm in my surgical bra and my band. And Sil was nice enough to do a bun for me. So this is exactly 7 days after my surgery. This is how my boobs first looked. They were pretty high. My aunt came over and woke me up and got me dressed, and that's my mom. That was her reaction to seeing my boobs. Here's just some more pics. And yes, that's my natural hair. You guys have been asking and asking. That's my natural hair. And I also wanted to do these outfits because I know I did them in my first boob vlog. So I just wanted you guys to see where I was at 7 days. And on this last outfit here, you can see how my mood changes, how tired I look. After just doing those 3 changes of dresses, I was so beat. I had to go back to sleep. So I do have Valencia Rose hair on in this video. If you're interested, check them out below, and let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, it's time, the infamous here, and guess what? This is my next boob vlog. So this is boob vlog number 2, and today, this Monday, is exactly 4 weeks post-op for me. I had my surgery on August 22nd, so I was like, oh my gosh, I can't keep putting it off. These weeks are flying. I have to sit down and do this vlog for you guys. So you guys saw my new boobs in my last 2 videos in my black jumpsuit. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. I'm going to kind of read them and answer them quickly. And then in my next video, which is going to be a breast augmentation survival kit. Yes, because I know just what you guys need now. I'm going to be maybe going more in depth there. Let's just get right. Or first, actually, let me show you guys. This is what they look like. Let me give you just a little bit of info and update. This is my profile now on the left side. And remember, I did get high profile. And this is my right side. That's what it looks like now. And I have been massaging them. They are getting a little more squishy. They can't quite touch yet, but that's okay. And actually, I haven't massaged them tonight. I'm also going to be doing a video on how to massage your breasts after your breast augmentation. What else? As you guys know, I got Saline, high profile, under the muscle, areola incision. And actually, let me see if you guys can see. Can you see that a little bit? That is not my nipple, you guys. That is just the incision. So what happens on the areola incision, your doctor will go on the top half or the lower half. My doctor does the lower half, which I'm happy he does, in case you have a little nip slip or, you know, anything like that. You can't see any type of scar. You can see the incision. The incision actually looks like, kind of like a paper cut. It's super, super perfect. And then what they do, they kind of put the liquid stitches on. It looks like someone just took their finger and got like nail glue or super glue and swiped it. And then they put something on there, which is this dark line, to secure it. So that is not my real incision. It's just a method that they use to make sure that your incision stays sealed and closed off. Oh, and actually, a lot of you guys were asking, I did not end up getting filled to 500 cc's. In the left one, I got 480 cc's, and in the right one, I got 450 cc's. Let's see, I don't know if I should take up all this time in the video to give you guys background on my left boob, but my left boob was already bigger. You naturally already have a larger breast. That was this one. And when I was younger, I had a gymnastics accident and hurt my back. And if you guys notice, I kind of, let me see if you can see, I kind of like lean to the side, this side naturally because of my back. So after all those years, my breast naturally kind of elongated and came more to this side. So that's why I just had more mass in this breast to start out with. So to fill it the same as this breast, this one got filled a little more. When you get a boob job, your boobs cannot look like a picture you bring in and show, or like a celebrity's boobs. They're going to always just look like your boobs, but larger. That's how you'll know like if you'll have a gap or not. If you already have a gap, you're most likely going to still have one unless you're more petite. As you guys know, I'm 5'8", I'm tall, and I'm wide. So to be able to fill up that gap, which remember you guys, it was 3 fingers. Now it's about 1.5. To be able to fill up that gap, I would have had to have gone bigger and gotten even a wider implant. But as you guys see, this is a good size for me. It's not too big. This is kind of more so a whole view for you. And if I bend over a little, so my boobs, I'm only 4 weeks out. They're still dropping and shaping. I'll be showing you guys in the next video what my doctor has me doing. I'm wearing my surgical bra still, and at that 7-day mark, they weren't dropped enough, so he had me go braless for 2 weeks. And then I went back to my doctor. He said they're looking good, but now we want to bring them in. And we want them to push down here. We want this muscle to relax. So he has me on the strap and my surgical bra now. So that's what's going on. They recommended to wait at least 4 weeks to go get your bras fitted and all that stuff. So I have not even worn a real bra in over a month. So I don't even know my size. I'm trying to update you guys real quick on everything. I had one more. Oh, and plus, until you have the go-ahead, you can't even wear anything underwire. It has to be a sports bra. So I'm like barely getting away with these because it can mess up your pocket that your doctor made for you. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and get started. One thing I will say, I will leave my doctor's info below. Absolutely amazing. I'll give you a little spill on my experience and customer service in the box below. Definitely, if you're interested, I would recommend him. I don't know if you guys know, but it's against the law to get compensation or anything like that. I don't get paid. I don't get anything. I don't get any bonuses for referrals. I just am letting you guys know, because if you know, there was a good doctor that I knew about, it would have made this process so easy. And he is phenomenal, great price, great doctor all around. Maybe let me know if you guys want me to do a review video on the doctor specifically, so then you can kind of have your standards and expectations to know whether you're seeing a good doctor or not when you're going on your consultations. So let me know about that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the questions. Keep kind of adjusting this through the video at the bottom because the straps kind of push into my incisions and that makes it feel like it's cramping. So I may adjust this periodically. And right here, all that is, that's just, like I said, kind of the super glue. It kind of looks like purple, dark purple ink. That's not blood, it's not an incision. So, okay, let's go ahead and get to the questions. Please leave your questions below that you want me to put in any future vlogs, and let's try to get through these as quick as possible. Time, what else are you getting done? Like I said, I was interested in a butt lift, but after getting my boobs done, probably nothing else in my entire life because it hurt so bad. So nothing else. Chanel said, are you happy with your boobies? Yes, I am. At the first like 2.5 to 3 weeks, I was really nervous. This one dropped like on the first week, and this one was still coming down, so they were a little uneven. And then you're like, oh my gosh, this one is filled more, this one looks smaller. How, you know, you're just scared. Is it going to be symmetric? Is it going to even out? But it is looking so good. I have 3 months for them to be able to shape them and mold them and move them into the place that I want, until they stop, you know, being able to change. Okay, Sylvia said pain level from 1 to 10. Oh my gosh, you guys. And right now it's almost 3 a.m. so that's why I'm not being too loud and animated, because I just want to like be talking like this and telling you guys, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad, but I have to kind of keep it down. Still has school in the morning, so he's like trying to sleep. So pain level from 1 to 10, I would say from 1 to 10 it would be a 25. You guys, it hurt so bad. It was the worst pain ever. Like, it hurts even when you're all on your medicine and everything. Silly question, do they feel heavier? Yes, when you first get them, when I was walking around the house, like after a week, once I could finally get up, I noticed that I was walking forward, and you kind of have to get used to, you know, holding them up. But now they don't feel heavy at all. And also you kind of, your balance is a little off. It's so weird. Like, I'll kind of tip over a little like in the first week. Because, you know, and like when you're walking, you're just kind of off balance. It's just weird for your body to get accustomed to. But no, they don't feel heavier now at all. Did you have to get rid of any tops you had before because of your boobs? Truthfully, except one sweater, like from Victoria's Secret, their pink collection. That and my Juicy Couture jumpsuit. That's all I've worn outside of my surgical bra and my pajamas. I have been in the house for these 4 weeks, except 1, 2, 3, 4 times I've gone outside, literally. So I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Kalia said, how did your friends / family feel about your breast augmentation? Actually, none of my friends have come by to like see me or anything, but my family, it's like normal. They think it's great. The first night I went out with my aunt, and we went out for dinner, and we went to hookah and kind of went to a club. We had drinks and we toasted to my boob job, but other than that, it's really nothing. But my mom has been so sweet. Like almost every day she texts like, how are your boobs doing? How are your boobs? And I just like send her update pics, and she goes to my consultations with me. She goes to everything with me. She's been the best help. So thank you, Mom. She took care of me the whole first week. She fed me 4 or 5 times a day. She did everything for me, you guys. So thank you, Mom. She was awesome. So the next question is, do you have bad scarring? And if you do, does it hurt? No, I do not. It's so weird. I'm gonna have to see once glue peels off what'll happen. But so far, where I can see the incision, it is literally crystal clear. It just looks like a paper cut, which is literally where the scalpel opened me up. My doctor like literally put me back together so perfect that you cannot even tell. It just looks like a scratch. So he is just awesome. No scarring so far. I don't scar usually. If your skin tends to keloid or something like that, then it's possible you can keloid and scar. But I have not seen anything. Giselle said, do you regret getting your beautiful boobs done? And what is the emotional process like? Love you. That's a good question. Do I regret it? No. The first week after though, no, not the first week, the first day, I was like, if I knew it hurt this bad, I would have looked at it different. I would have waited. But I mean, you get the best prize of all. Like, there's no way I'd give these boobs back. I'd be so mad if my boobs didn't come out like they did. Like, for women who don't get good boob jobs or go through all that pain for nothing, I don't know how they do it. I don't know what I would have done. So that's why it's really, really important to get a good doctor, you guys. The emotional process, it is so weird. You know what it's like? It felt like I had a baby. That's what it was like. And you have to get up and, like, on schedule, massage your boobs. I have to sleep sitting up, you guys, okay? I'm gonna, in my survival kit, I'll show you how to set your pillows up so you can sleep sitting up. I just got the go ahead to be able to sleep on my back about a week and a half ago. And then my last appointment, my doctor gave me the okay to sleep on my right side so that this boob can come in more. So the emotional process is crazy. You have to be fed. I could not feed myself. I could not reach for anything. I could not hold my water. My mom and my boyfriend had to feed me like I was a patient, like a baby. Like, it was crazy. But luckily I work from home. And luckily I didn't have to go into work, and I did all my videos ahead of time for you guys so that I could relax and have like a long time frame, because it took me 19 days, literally 19 days before I could do anything. It was an emotional process. I would say at least take off 2 weeks from work for sure. At least you need 7 days straight of someone taking care of you. But it was still like a little rewarding because you get to wake up with your boobs every day. From 1 to 10, what was the level of pain and for how long were you allowed to stay on medication? Tatiana from NYC. How long was I allowed to stay on the medication? As long as you need it. My doctor said some people take a month. Well, in the beginning, before I started, my doctor said some people are off in 1 week, some are off in 2 weeks. No, it's 3 weeks at least you're on your medication. You guys know the night that I recorded and said I had to take my pain medicine? It was that night and 2 days after. And since then, I haven't been on my pain medication. I've just been on Xanax for my muscle relaxant, because your boobs, your muscles are like tensing up, and they can push on your breasts and it can be tight. It can feel like they're cramping. So you need that muscle relaxant to relax your muscles and just let your boobs drop how they should. Do you think your new boobs will ever make you feel more fat? Hashtag my biggest worry. P.S. You're great. No, well, you know what's so funny? The first time I looked at myself in the mirror, I was so sad because it looked like my boobs were way too big, and it just makes your butt look super, super flat. But that was just my perception. That was my first time looking at myself. But now I feel great, because now I just love them and it makes me look super skinny, and I just absolutely love them. So no, they could never make me feel more fat. And actually, the crazy thing, I lost 7 pounds, you guys, from the time at my pre-op appointment where I posted the picture holding the boobs on Instagram until my last appointment this week. I lost 7 pounds, and I think that I lost even more weight because, you know, that was before I had my boobs, and they are literally heavy even though I can't feel them. So I think I lost about 8 pounds, so I am feeling and looking great. Kelly said, what was the worst part about recovering? Oh, that is a good question. Oh, for one, the worst part is the first day. That first day, oh my gosh, the worst part was getting out of the car to try to get into your house. And from the bed at the surgical place, getting into the wheelchair to be wheeled into the car, It was so hard for me to get in the car after my surgery. Like, I just did not even want to go home. I just wanted to stand there. It hurt so bad. So from that to getting into my house, that was the hardest part. Someone said, "Hey Time, love your videos. Did this make you brave enough for a nose job?" No. This made me say, I love my nose and I love how it's crooked. I love how I can't breathe, and I'm just gonna keep using my makeup. I will never get another surgery. This makes me not want to have a baby, and I am scared for when I have to get them redone again. No, no, no. Tambrisha said, "Did it really feel like an elephant on your chest?" That's a good question, because it did not feel like that how I thought it was. What it feels like, it's like, you know, when you're in meditation and you naturally breathe deep and slow. That's what it felt like. For about the first 48 hours, the first 4 days, I was breathing in my nose, out my mouth like this. Because you can only take so much in, because you cannot go like this. You cannot expand your chest wall. Your muscles are so constricted, so it constricts your breathing as far as letting your chest open up. So it was more so like just small breaths, but I never once got scared. I never felt like I couldn't breathe or short of breath. It was just constricted. Someone said, "Do you have any sensation in your nipples?" Good question, because I was very worried. The first day, the first 2 days, you can't feel anything. You can go like this, you can push, you don't feel anything. But on day 3, I got sensation back, and it was hypersensitivity. And not meaning this in any type of weird way, my mom was helping me with my dressings, and it tickled so bad, like I could not stop laughing, you guys. She was just like putting on my bandages for me, and I could not stop laughing. Like, so it was hypersensitive, but that's a good sign. That is really good, because it means that those nerves are coming back and reconnecting your nipples. So on day 7, it went to normal. And, well, no, I'm not gonna go into any more detail, but now they're just perfectly fine. Hey, Slave to Beauty, I love you. Slave to Beauty said, "What is the first outfit you wanted to wear after the boobs?" You know what? I just freaking love wearing this bikini top. Like, okay, you guys probably are like, "Time, why do you keep taking pictures in that on Instagram?" The only reason I'm doing this is so that you guys can get an understanding and kind of see the growth and the process, and be able to be like, "Oh, that was the before in this bikini, that's the after." So every update photo, I'm gonna have this bikini on. But really, I just want to wear, I wish it was the summer, I want to wear a bikini top 24/7. That, or something which will be in my survival kit. You need really, really, really soft pajamas. Everything, like, you're already in so much pain, everything just gets on your nerves. You don't want hair touching you. Like, I don't want Seal touching me. I don't want your pillow touching me. I don't want the sheet touching me. Like, so you just need, make sure you have really, really soft, comfortable pajamas. I just want to stay in my pajamas 24/7. Okay, someone said, "Are you getting more attention now?" On Instagram from you guys, yes, you loved the first picture I posted of my boobs. I have not gone outside, so I really wouldn't know. Was the pain worth it? Will you be able to breastfeed? Oh, if I didn't have this outcome, no, it was not worth it. Oh, and also my doctor said my muscles were very tight. That's why my pain level is so high, you guys. So for everyone, it's not going to be like this. But if you work out, if you're athletic, If you're like me, it's from my car accident. That's why my muscles are tight. He said they were tight, so you know, I take it that he had to pull more, he had to carve out more, and he really had to open those muscles up. That's why I'm in so much pain and my recovery is taking forever. So for everyone, it won't be like this. You can be good to go in 2 weeks. Some people in 1 week, but me, it's just taking me longer because my muscles are tight. Yes, I will still be able to breastfeed with the areola incision. I talked to my doctor about that before going through with the procedure. Angela said, how did you know what size looked proportionate for your body type? It's kind of for one, like I told you, or I don't know if I cut that part out in my last video, but there is a grid. And you measure from right here to here, you know, the width. There's a catalog of implants and they can start from this size and they can go up to this size. And each one can hold a certain amount of liquid. It depends how big you want to go. So high profile, you'll get more fluid fit in there and your chest. So that's how it depends. Luckily, my doctor has 17 years experience, so he knew, you know, what would be too much. This is how I want it to go. I'm sure I could have gone a little bigger, but I love how they turned out. Are you happy with the size you chose? Or like a lot of people, do you wish you'd gone bigger? One thing I can say about that, I think a lot of people wish they would have gone bigger, because in the beginning for so many weeks they're swollen and you get used to a certain size, and then when they settle down, like mine have settled down. This left one needs to settle, this muscle needs to settle down a little more, but for the most part this is going to be my size. It's much smaller than it was when they were swollen, but at the same time when I look at them, I would not want to go any bigger. So luckily I did a full D. So no, I am happy with my size. Okay, Tatiana said, how long did it take? That's a good question. My doctor said it took 2 hours and 15 minutes. So that's how long it took. It did take me long to wake up, not from coming out of the anesthesia, but once I woke up the first time, I just kept wanting to go back to sleep because I love to sleep. It took the nurses a long time to get me up and keep me awake. Oh my gosh, this is a great question. What age do you prefer to get them done? You guys, I would not get this done unless you're 21 or older. It is so weird. One of the first thoughts when it hurt so bad, I was like, I feel so bad for the poor girls like who are 18, because like it was just so much. Like, you should be a full-grown adult before you get your boobs done, in my opinion. It is just too much. Like, you should not have to go through that. Wait until you're at least 21. Okay, Brianna, this is a good one. She said, are you what you expected them to be? Look, size, etc. That is a good question. Before you go into it, they keep saying, oh yeah, it's just gonna look like your boobs but bigger. And you're like, well, I don't know what my boobs will look like bigger. As far as size, I was scared on what size I was gonna get stuck with, but they ended up coming out perfect, because you never know if what's in your head is what's gonna really end up being on your body. And my doctor, again, is amazing. So I mean, this is kind of exactly what I wanted, literally. And you guys, oh my gosh, my battery is dying, so I'm just gonna keep going. When I get cut off, I get cut off. Okay, Denzia said, I just want to ask you how you handled the anesthesia. Was it hard for you? Oh my gosh, this is a good one. I hope it doesn't cut out. So I was so nervous, and then my anesthesiologist came in and he put me to like rest. I was not nervous because he was super upbeat and he knew what he was doing, and you know, he just talked me through everything. And then it was so funny because they kind of give it to you, they give you, he called it the juice, before I went into the surgical room, you know, kind of the room which kind of feels like a hospital. You're just waiting in your bed, you get your IV put in, they check your vitals. The first thing you do when you go in is that you go to the bathroom, you get completely undressed, and you put all your stuff in a bag. You put your gown on and you do a urine sample so that they can make sure you're not pregnant. And then from there, that's when you get all your vitals taken. So then once that was happening and I'm in the gown and I have on like the blue surgical cap, I was like, that's when I start getting nervous. I was like, this is real. And then like I felt like I was getting lightheaded because my mom and Sil were in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's here. And I also have to tell you guys later about the story how I went to the wrong place that morning. I almost missed my surgery, okay? But anyway, first he'll like go to your IV, which is on the side of you, and he puts the juice in, and then oh my gosh, you guys, I just start going crazy because it was so funny. It was kind of like a liquid laughing gas, and I was like, woo, oh my god. And it was kind of like LSD, you guys. Like, I of course don't know what it is to take LSD, but for one, I relaxed completely and laid back, and the light was like dancing and turning colors, you guys. I was cracking up. I was asking my mom and Sil if they saw it too. They're like, no time. And then from there, you're nice and relaxed. So then it's time to go. You say bye, which you kind of don't remember that part because you're juiced up. Then you go into the surgical room. You start getting nervous because the huge light is on you. You see your doctor. He's putting on his gloves. He's saying, hi, welcome in. And then he checks your vitals one last time, and then he tricked me, you guys. He said that he's just giving me a little oxygen to help me breathe. So he put the mask on me and he was like, so just breathe in. And I breathed in, and he was like, another deep breath. And I did not remember going under or anything. Oh my gosh, that was my ponytail this whole time. You guys, oh my gosh. Usually I'll wrap my hair and put my wig cap on and then put my wig on. But tonight, since it's 2 a.m., I just put my real hair back into a bun, and that was like the part that was sticking out. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Oh well, you guys are my girls. Who cares? You guys know by now. Okay, so then what one of my fears was that I would feel myself going under. Would I be scared about that? But you do not feel, you have no consciousness of that part. You don't even remember it getting black when you close your eyes or anything like that. So the anesthesia, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of fun. It was relaxing. You're just passed out, and it didn't feel like, some people say it feels like you closed your eyes and opened them right back up. But it felt like a 15-minute nap. And then that's when the nurses are waking you up. And then when I got woken up, I was kind of yelling like, oh, like kind of loud. Because that's, as soon as you wake up, you don't feel the pain. It doesn't like hit you, but it gradually starts creeping up, and you're like, oh my gosh. And I will not lie, when I first woke up, you have, some doctors wrap you, but my doctor didn't. I just had my surgical bra, and I remember looking down, and they did not even look big. They looked small, and I was kind of mad. I was like, oh my gosh, these are not even big. So I was kind of down at that. And then from there, they sit you up like this, and you kind of turn to put your feet off the bed, and you have to stand up, and that is just like, I'm sorry, but it feels like hell, okay? Because you're standing up, it hurts, and then they put your clothes on for you. So make sure your clothes are loose. Like, I'll show you guys what I wore, but I wore big loose sweats and a big zip up hoodie, You don't want nothing tight. You don't even want them touching you. So make sure it's nice and light and comfy. So that's what it was like with the anesthesia and the whole other story I just told you. Carly said, how did you have to sleep after getting them done? Are you 100% satisfied with them? I had to sleep sitting up pretty much. My angle is kind of like this on the bed. That's how I slept. And then you put your head back and yeah. But when you're in that much pain, you really do not even care. All you want are some comfy pillows. And like with the medicine too, you're knocked out so bad. Like it just feels so good. I had to sleep like that for 3.5 weeks straight. So about 23 days straight I had to sleep like that. That part was not as bad as I thought. That to me was going to be the worst part, especially since I kind of have back pain from my car accident. And I thought, you know, some people were saying your back just feels raw from sleeping in that position for so long. But I'll show you guys how to make your little fort and how to hook it up and make it comfy, okay? So yeah, that's how you had to sleep. And yes, I am 100% satisfied.